Oh, there she is. She's disappearing. Off she goes. Just dropped Charlie off. She's taking a little folding bike for a spin. We bought that when we were in Cardiff, but we haven't used it for ages. I've got a 34 minute drive to get to tonight's time trial. It does part of the course that we did at the start of the year, where I did that 50-mile time trial, and there's already been fast time set on it this year already, so I'm going to show up. First one of the season on this course for me, but it's their last one of the season, unfortunately. So I wanted to give a big thumbs up to the night that we have tonight. Look at the sun. It is a crystal clear sky and it is amazing out there. There's very little wind and I've been told it's a good night. So no excuses now, Ed. You've got to rip it tonight. Exposure's all out of whack. So last night I did a local time trial with Beic Cycling Club. It was a hilly 10-mile time trial. Got held up in the final kilometre by a cow. Well, actually, cows. There was multiple. I cut my losses. I was actually on for a really good time, but it is what it is. I didn't actually end up doing a good time in the end because I'm optimistic about tonight. I know it's a fast course. There's no real reason why I'm doing these time trials. I haven't done like a 20-minute effort all out for a long time, and so I need to make sure I'm still familiar with that type of effort, because I am planning on doing some longer hill climbs and Strava segments for a bit of fun. In the next month or so. Cycle Specific are organising this event tonight. The finish is just up around that corner where that sign is there, basically. So it's a downhill finish, and it's quite an easy one to pace tonight. It's going to be a slight tailwind out and a slight headwind back, which is easy, isn't it? Easier out, harder back. I want to say easier, not really easy. You know what I mean. Leave it all out there, see what we finish with. There's some luck this is. Can you imagine how many watts I'm losing with this skin suit? It's not even it's like an unbranded one that I've borrowed from somebody. I must be losing about 50 watts with this. Can you imagine if I had a proper fitting one, like all those no pins speed freaks. Alright, shoes on and quick warm up. Okay, I made it back safe and sound. Post-TT analysis coming up, but first we have a visitor. How are you doing this evening? Do people want to see you? He's so gentle, by the way. He's a neighbour's cat. We think he's slightly arthritic, but he's very, very tame. You can pick him up. He's just like an old gentleman. So I'm sat here while I'm looking at my Strava, and Tommy's just congratulated me on my ride. I love the Discord channel, the chat. Anyway, like people saying like, "Oh, great ride," and everyone congratulates everybody else. When they see they've done a great ride, it's brilliant. So I'm looking at I'm reflecting on the time trial now. 46.3 kilometers in miles. Oh, not quite 29 mile an hour. So because there was a tailwind on the way back, I actually paced it so that I would finish like really strong in the last kind of 5k or whatever it was. So obviously 10 miles, 16k time trial. The last 5k I did in 6 minutes, 27 seconds. And I averaged 401 watts at the end of that effort, which is about 6.6, 6.7 watts per kilo for the last 6.5 minutes. The first 6.5 minutes in comparison was 377 watts. So there's a fair difference there. It's almost 30 watts. So I definitely went out, I wouldn't say I went out like too easy. I mean, there's only a certain amount you can push in the tailwind, and there's also like when you're riding a road bike as well. I am trying to buy a time trial bike, but when you're riding a road bike and you only have like a 52 or 53 tooth chainring, and you're against guys on time trial bikes and they have like a 56, 57 tooth chainring, the differences are much greater, especially on higher speeds and if you have a tailwind. So hence why it's advantageous to have a bigger chainring on when you're on a full time trial setup. More speed, faster, aero, everything just makes you so much quicker. But I'm well chuffed with that. I'm well chuffed at that for a road bike time trial, and I haven't done a 20-minute effort in ages. So for 21 minutes, I normalized 380 watts, which is awesome for me. I'm well chuffed with that. It's not like breaking any like PBs or anything, but I did do a time trial last night, so I'm pretty happy with that. So tomorrow morning, we're meeting the group and we're going to do a loop and we're going to do some training. So let's fast forward to tomorrow morning. I'll see you then. Do you like our curtain? Is that why you're sleeping on it? Do you like it? I think you do. You keep you in the skeleton company. Oh, fancy seeing you here, shop.
Trying to make an effort.
Trying to make an effort on the structured ride. Lovely day for it, innit?
It is, it's nice. Autumn day, nearly.
We're gonna, there's 6 of us today, so we're gonna take an anti-clockwise loop around the Gwendryth Valley. We're starting out on a cycle path right here. And we're gonna do a bunch of efforts on a climb, a quiet climb, some 40-20s. Then we're gonna pick up the Pembury Flats, which is where the Junior Tour Wales is riding this weekend. Good race, our best race in the world. I came 3rd in it. And then we head around the coast, do another bunch of efforts, and then we finish at the cafe.
Ride it down!
Left! So halfway through the first climb, these guys are loving the effort. Doing something special tonight, don't we, Charles?
Yeah.
We're going to do our first ever wild camp. We have to wait to another video to see how that happens and what happens. But I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too.
I'm looking forward to it as well. It's going to be cold though, it's going to be chilly. Well, I have to bring woolly socks. Anyway, we're just coming down the Pembury Flats. I've sacked off the efforts because...
I've bunked.
No, you haven't bunked.
I have bunked and you sacked off the efforts to ride with me.
I'm too kind. No, I'm also feeling quite tired because of that time trial last night. It was only like 13 hours ago, so I'm feeling quite tired from 2 back-to-back time trials. But I'm in need of a coffee. What are you saying? You will ride for coffee, won't you, Charles?
Yeah.
So as always, the idea with these rides on a weekend is to just give people some structure. So if they've been at work all week, rather than just coming out and hammering it on their bike for 2 hours or whatever, then they've got something to look forward to. There's a little bit of structure there. I always post it on the Facebook group, what we're going to be doing and the route we're going to be following. So I had a couple of messages from locals asking if they can jump in, which is cool. But everybody's welcome. If you live in the local area, you know, really, it's like a turbo session for the road. Like most of the time we ride fairly steady. Obviously it depends on your fitness level what steady is, but we ride fairly steady most of the time. And then we usually use the climbs for natural effort, or we head to an area that's quiet and flat and we'll do some proper structured efforts there. It's also a nice way to break yourself in if you've never done intervals before. Right. Our favourite place to stop. Is your favourite place? You like Sullivan's in Portland, don't you?
I like it here.
This is
I like Cold Town Coffee as well.
best flat white for a low price. Humble. That was like my ad. Not sponsored. Flip.
You need scale, Ed. Put his babu next to it.
Oh, that's a cookie. That's a full-on cookie.
Hang on,
On the side of it.
But the thicker is that end.
Tell you what.
Does it know?
That was better.
It's an inch and a half thick.
Always a lovely coffee from there. Well, that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been beautiful weather. Thank you for accompanying us on this ride. Thought we'd end with that amazing footage of that rocky road. Like, I can't believe Anthony ate it. I did have to help him out a little bit. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, have a good one. See you in the next video.